victim, the speaker, would be someone who has gone on to the high seas and did not have any coronavirus to show for it. That is something that we all must look forward to, no coronavirus. So let me introduce to you Derrek Long, and for his Tall Tales contest, he will be speaking about the high seas.
I'm Toastmaster. Thank you. This is my Tall Tale speech. Sorry for those of you who this is your second time hearing it. It might not be as exciting as getting coronavirus, but we'll see. I always dreamed of sailing. The summer of 2017, I made that a reality. Yes, I bought my first sailboat. It was an Eel 540, 1978, 18-foot sailboat. I bought it from a guy in Chelan. What's the next thing you do when you buy an 18-foot sailboat and you never knew how to sail? Well, you get 4 of your best buddies, you pack up the boat, and you head to Chelan to sail the great seas of Chelan. Next thing you knew, we were at 25 Mile State Park unloading the boat into the water. Next to us on the boat ramp, there was a man in disbelief. He was unloading his 29-foot aluminum weld, air conditioning and heated cabin boat, decked to the hilt with recreational equipment, guns, rifles, maybe even an ATV on there. He just looked at us. What are these 4 band of brothers doing? Sailing that 1978, piece of, what? But we were bound to prove him wrong. Because we felt like we were a band of brothers heading out on the Pacific Ocean to Iwo Jima. We were determined now to prove this man of disbelief that we could sail. Next thing you knew, we were out on the water, calm, sails were up, our lines dangling, a little breeze of wind. I fire up my little camp stove. Yeah, an open flame on a fiberglass boat with sail. That's no problem. Cook ourselves some dinner. Just then the winds pick up and, oh boy, I better put that flame away before it gets out of hand. The winds pick up, we sail along the lake. But first, let me describe Lake Chelan. Crystal blue waters, 55 miles of a recreational paradise. Steep hillsides, dotted with trees, happy trees, as Bob Ross would call them. Surprisingly, Lake Chelan, the water's crystal clear, go down to the blue depths, goes down to 2,000 feet nearly. Third deepest lake in the U.S. That didn't scare us. Off in the distance, the man in disbelief comes back along. We were sailing. The winds had picked up to a decent speed. We were making good pace to our campsite. He swings by. It's like, you're doing it. You're really doing it. That encouraged us. Encouraged our hearts even more. He even gave us a prize. He threw us 4 beers. That's one thing you should try. Throw some beers while on your boat, getting tossed around. Continuing on, Lake Chelan, back to the cavern, the 55 miles, the winds would channel, whip up the water. We soon felt like we were in the bathtub of a toddler, being tossed to and fro. Our lines gamble around the deck. Luke was at the helm, holding onto the rudder as it fluttered, trying not to be thrown overboard. He had his sailor's hat on, sides curled up, the line cinched down to his chin so it wouldn't fly back off into the lake. Brian, he cast away his sea shanties long ago, and he was just hanging on for dear life. He looked back at Luke, kind of perplexed at the complexion of his face, and he's like, Luke, what do you think? How do you feel? Luke just holding onto that rudder, looking out to the ripples, the white caps, the wind, the sails ahead of us. He had one word: I feel elated! Not a moment later, then the man in the aluminum-welled boat, the man of disbelief, comes out of nowhere once again. He goes to the front of the boat, reaches up, yells, I got a bear! We had no response to that other than a guttural, oh, of manly appreciation and respect. Yes, on that trip, the seas of Chelan, we gained that man's respect. We could sail, and he gained ours. The seas of Chelan come alive, are magical. If you ask me about sailing the great seas of Chelan, in one word, I might say elated, or I might just say, oh! I don't know.